Chief of Army Staff General Pandey, Vice Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Sanjay Singh, DG BrahMos Mr. Atul Rane, senior officers from the three services, our friends from Russia, friends from the media, good morning to all of you. Indeed, a pleasure to be here on this momentous occasion when BrahMos celebrates 25 years. As I entered the lobby this morning, I was welcomed with a bouquet. I must admit that actually you are the people who deserve the bouquet, both physically and literally, for what you have achieved in the last 25 years. At the outset, I think I must compliment all of you here on this Silver Jubilee celebrations and this conference that you're conducting on the occasion. All those of you who had the joy of being parents or have seen members of the family celebrating their 25th birthday, you always come at a crossroad in life when you're trying to decide whether you want to study more, whether you want to take up a job, or you want to get married, you want to have a living-in partner, or you want to do all of the above. So it's a major dilemma, and I do hope today's sessions will address some or more of these issues. The successful venture, I think being a third speaker in the row, most of what I have had to say has already been said, and some of it is also seen in the video clip. To start with, you'll all agree that the name BrahMos, Brahmaputra and Moscow, the rivers are not yet tapped to the full potential. There is so much more potential in these rivers. In the same manner, I think there is much more potential in this joint venture. I'm sure we can look at scaling even greater heights as you reach your 50th anniversary in the 100th year of India's independence. So this is what the aim should be. I will here appreciate the efforts put in by the founding members of the BrahMos community, in particular the first DG, Mr. Pillai, and all the senior officials of DRDO who at that time had a very clear vision as to what the path for BrahMos has to be. This clear vision resulted in charting of a course that you have all meticulously followed, and the results are here for all of us to see. I think given the unique security challenges, what the CDS mentioned, here I would like to make a small correction to what DG BrahMos had mentioned twice in your speech. You mentioned this as a tactical weapon. I would like to say that I think we need to look at it more as a strategic weapon, given the potency of this and the caliber of this weapon. We are always being prepared for any contingencies. The global situation has been already mentioned by the CDS, so I will not repeat that. The point is that as one of our most lethal air combat assets, the supersonic BrahMos missile has really galvanized the way we will equip ourselves with precision firepower in the coming years. And seeing the conflicts that are happening across the globe, the importance of precision, long-range firepower cannot be underscored. This is an area where we need to really focus our energies and our scientific minds to be able to develop a smaller, if in cost primarily, a smaller weapon with the same reach and the same lethality. This could be taken as one of the challenges as you go along in your journey towards your 50th year. This, the combination of the BrahMos on the Sukhoi 30 has really given us tremendous capability that has enhanced our firepower. It has made the deterrence value of the Indian Air Force go up by leaps and bounds. The capability of this weapon, you are all aware, and along with the upgraded BrahMos and even the forthcoming BrahMos NG, I think this will remain the primary deterrent weapon possessed by the Indian Air Force. We took the initial step of modifying about 40 Sukhoi 30s to be able to carry the BrahMos, and with an aim of equipping about 2 squadrons of Su-30s with this weapon. However, as the situation unfolded in the northern borders 3 years ago, we realized that the potent weapon can be used very effectively for land attacks, and therefore we've equipped more number of squadrons with these BrahMos modified aircraft. So today we have the BrahMos modified aircraft in almost all these squadrons across the Indian Air Force. The future vision of this joint venture is indeed promising. What we are looking at is the next generation BrahMos, or a smaller version that can be fitted onto the smaller platforms like the MiG-29, the Mirage 2000, or even the LCA. Achieving this success or this milestone I will consider it as one of the biggest leaps in Atmanirbharta that we can ever achieve. So this, I will request the BrahMos community, the BAPL and the DRDO community to look at this as the aim for the near future and not something for the distant future. This is something that we need to achieve in the coming 2 or 3 years. These exposure given to our operators as well as our maintenance crew for handling both the ground version and the airborne version has really given us more confidence to be able to handle weapons of the future. When I talk about weapons of the future, primarily hypersonics. So this is where the first step we have already taken by inducting the BrahMos and gaining hands-on experience. It is indeed heartening to see from the video that a large number of private players have been involved right from the beginning, both in the manufacture of the missile and the associated equipment. It is reassuring that 100% of the ground equipment and ground support equipment for this weapon system is made in India. But what is even more reassuring is what I saw during my visits to the BrahMos manufacturing facilities both in Hyderabad and Nagpur. What impressed me more was the average age of the workforce there. You know, the young boys and girls working on the assembly lines there gave me immense confidence in what the future of the defense industry in India is going to be like. Their enthusiasm, their energy, their dynamism, their confidence was really most reassuring to say that we are really going on the right path. I wish you all the very best in the future endeavors, and I wish that you all correctly guide and groom these youngsters who have joined the workforce to be able to steer BrahMos in the path that we desire in the next 25-30 years. So once again, I wish this conference and seminar all the very best. My compliments to each one of you for having reached this major milestone in your industry and as designers and developers and manufacturers. On behalf of the entire Indian Air Force, I once again compliment all of you and best wishes for continued success in all your future endeavors. Thank you and Jai Hind.